Hello everyone, we're here to share our team's knowledge on the Agile methodology Kanban. What we're going to cover today in this presentation includes what is Kanban, why do organizations use Kanban, and we will also provide two examples that will explain how Kanban is used. Kanban is a method for managing the creation of products with an emphasis on continued delivery while not overburdening the development team, a visual system for managing work as it moves through a process. It is designed to help teams work together more effectively. When talking about Kanban, we must understand the core practice principles of the Kanban method. The first principle is that it helps visualize what you do today, which means transparency to the current process steps. Seeing all the items in context of each other can be very informative. The second principle is that it limits the amount of work in progress, which means encouraging the team to complete work at hand first. A key aspect of Kanban is to reduce the amount of multitasking that most teams and knowledge workers are prone to do and instead encourage them to stop starting and start finishing. The last principle is about managing and improving the process or workflow. A Kanban system helps you manage flow by highlighting the various stages of the workflow and status of work in each stage. It helps your team analyze the system and make adjustments to improve flow, so to reduce the time it takes to complete each piece of work.
Thank you, Sujia. Now I'm going to talk about why companies are considering switching to Kanban. The simple answer is that it's an effective way to manage the workflow visually, and it helps the companies to prioritize and get things done. According to Rubin, Kanban focuses on eliminating overburden by aligning work in process with capacity. Kanban also helps reduce variability in the workflow. In reality, about 50% of the projects cannot be completed within budget. Most of the companies that choosing Kanban because they want to acquire better visibility of the workflow, so that they can complete a project within predefined budget. Many companies, especially large ones, are experiencing communication issues within the project teams. Kanban helps most companies keep the projects on schedule by improving communications among team members. In addition, Kanban can help the leaders of the companies to achieve a high-level transparency. Now my team member is going to talk about how Kanban affects project managers' role.
Thank you, Yujia. This is very given, and let's talk about how Kanban affects project manager's role. Adopting Kanban in organization doesn't mean that project manager gets to go on indefinite vacation. With Kanban, project manager's role doesn't change at all. We talk about scheduling, sequencing, selection in Kanban. PM becomes responsible for these tasks along with other tasks such as facilitating and scheduling meetings, planning, issue management, and change management. Some PMs even choose to micromanage by assigning tasks to workers and taking on more hands-on command. Kanban or Scrum, both the frameworks are built on agile principles. Scrum also splits out complex tasks into user stories and visualizes them on a workflow. Teams work in sprints to ship out working software at the end. However, in Kanban is all about continuous development and delivery, tackling a small number of tasks fluidly and concurrently. Kanban teams use a visual planning tool, the Kanban board, that displays progressive stages of completion. Let's take a look at an example from my organization where we worked on a project using Kanban. This particular project had a continuous stream of work considering the new development that was being done. It also had minor improvements and defects that would pop up as higher priority. For this project, Kanban was the key. We had this Kanban board which had requested analysis, development, code review, testing, deployment, and done columns. All these lanes added transparency to the process. Whenever the higher priority work was requested, the board could handle expedite requests flowing across.
Thanks, RK. Now I will use an example to illustrate why the organization will use Kanban. There's a guy work as project manager in a design company. He's responsible for managing a team of 5 designers. He spent a lot of time moving between the desks of his team member to ask for status update. So he's been so tired having everyone send him the daily reports at the end of the day. He decided to use Kanban board to manage the whole work. As a team, he determined backlog, up next, gather requirements, design, testing, deploy, and down. He creates a linked board that reflects his process. Then he began adding cards to his board, each representing either in process or coming up soon. He placed a card in their respective lanes and asked team members to assign themselves to all cards they are currently working on. After his team has left for the day, he could easily tell the whole process of the project, such as what has been done and what has been in process. If he tells some people couldn't finish their tasks, then he need talk to the whole team tomorrow morning to determine how to relieve these people of his workload. Then using Kanban make him so impressed because he finally had the visibility he need to add real value to the team. He no longer have to spend his time hunting down team members for status information. Instead, he can spend his time helping them deliver work faster. All in all, there's many benefits in switching into Kanban. I list 4 major benefits, such as provide flexibility of products, reduce waste and cost, increase output, and visibility. It also has limitations, such as it is less effective in shared resource situation. It's not suited for manufacturing environment with short production runs, highly variable product demand, poor quality products, and a multitude of product type. Thank you.